were you in? Wasn't with Vince yet, were you?
No.
When he got to USA?
No, I wasn't with Vince yet. No.
Yeah, because Pat O'Connor, Pat, New York, called and talked to Joe, and Vince wanted to buy the spot. He wanted
Pat Patterson. You're talking.
Pat Patterson, yes. And Joe come to me. Luke wanted to do it. Luke Williams said, let's do it. And I'm like, I'm afraid to. I don't want to. And Joe Blanchard, he didn't want to. So Luke and Joe are arguing. And Joe says, okay, Eric, you decide. You call Pat and tell him yes or no. So long story short, I was the one that called Pat Patterson back and told him, no, you can't have it. Screwed me out of ever having a chance at New York probably then, but I didn't know any better then. And they weren't going to take over the world then. It just was impossible and wasn't going to happen. And a few months later, Vince had cut a deal with USA and took our spot. Wow. He didn't have to buy it from us. I think he paid the back deal.
Do you remember what it cost to get USA Network?
I'm wanting to think like 18 or 2,000 a show. It's somewhere along in there. I don't remember exactly. Nothing like it would be today.
Right. I'm just curious. That's just, it's funny how the numbers that you come and go.
It was in the teens. It was in the teens, and I don't know why 18 pops up in my head, but it was somewhere along in there. And that's per week.
There was a rumor that the match with Terry Funk and Tully caused USA to go toward Vince. Was there any truth to that, or did Vince just buy it? I'm talking about the match when they did the cow lot match, whatever it was like that. That was the rumor that was what precipitated Vince getting it.
No, I never heard that. It might have been the thing that USA used because they were going to use for an excuse or something. But we were having mega trouble paying. And for so long, USA didn't care that we were behind. But then Vince appeared to USA and says, I want it. And then we wouldn't do a deal with Vince for him to take it. And I can't remember. God, it's too long ago. But we were way, not just a few $1,000s behind the USA. You know, I'm thinking like 40, 50, 60, 70,000 behind in paying. And Vince come in, paid the bill, and USA did offer Joe a payoff. You know, they offered him. So that rumor you heard is not true, because USA offered, okay, you pay this that you owe, or Vince McMahon is going to pay it, and he's going to supply the program.
Gotcha.
And we couldn't pay it. That's right. Exactly what happened there.